So good morning. Somebody commented they would like it if I talked a little slower. So I will try and stay calm today. But I do get excited about these. So, as you know, with Advent calendars, sometimes it's about patience. And that's actually why we do Advent calendars. We do them for children so that they are in the countdown to festivities and the big dinner and the Santas and stuff. And in a calendar like ours, sometimes things are building up to something. We we had that nice little project. We try to do to make sure projects are small in these so so that they're achievable and not putting extra pressure on you. So you should be getting our emails. Okay, it's very important to get the email. So we've been trying to figure out. We've gone through a bunch of people's comments about, that they're waiting for their emails, and found out that either their email was incorrect or they hadn't agreed to accept our emails, which is something you have to do in Canada. And that's not everybody abides by that law, but we try really hard to pay attention to the privacy laws in Canada, so we don't keep people's credit cards, for example. Everything goes straight to like a bank secured system. So one of the other things is you have to accept our emails. So we're working on that. So if you haven't got your email and you want to get your email, then please reach out to us. You can do it at social, SOCIAL, at stitchbystitchkingston.com. Okay, so I don't know. I have no idea what today is. I didn't see Carolyn's little hint. Carolyn is a big fan who gives a little hint for our Advent calendar items, and I did not see the one today. So, it's a big bag. Day 5. Day 5. What's today? Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. So, corner shaper. Someone asked me to hold up the sign so you can see it. I think it might be backwards for you, but the corner shaper, this fun and bright tool, is a must-have for your sewing kit. And I admit it is a very I have one in each of my sewing kits. Its curved edge and pointed tip help to shape and turn sewn corners by pushing seam allowances into place. Unlike using scissors or a stiletto, this tool has no sharp edges that can damage your fabric. This tool will help you achieve the perfect corners in any project, like a pleated pincushion. Okay, so the girls are building up. So what can I have? I want to show you another little tip for. I'm gonna pause for a second, and I'm gonna get something to turn so I can show you a little tip I have. So hopefully it's picked up where I left off. Okay, so my little pink turner, I went and grabbed something that had something that I could turn. So I'm gonna show you a little trick I have. And I don't know, not everybody knows this. I sew a lot of clothes. And so there are lots of points that we turn on clothes. And on bags, I teach bag making at the store as well. And I quilt, but we have so many excellent quilt instructors that a lot of our quilt instruction happens by other experts. Okay, so here I have a corner. Now you may say, oh, it looks like it's already turned, but this is somebody sewed some pieces together incorrectly, and I've just grabbed these. So I have a point here that I want to turn. So I'm going to take my point turner and I'm going to place it inside, right on the tip of that point. Okay, so it is right nicely in there. Okay, and now I am going to turn everything to form that corner. So, and I don't always trim my points off. I see like instructions sometimes are to turn them off. So now I have everything, you can see there, everything's turned, they're folded. Oh, where's the camera? There we go. Everything's folded over so that when and this is a tiny little seam allowance, so that when everything's done, I've got it held with my finger, and there's a perfect little point. So you can see these stitches are right on the edge there. So then you keep everything in place on that point, and then you turn against your finger. So I've pulled it over. My finger's still holding those folded edges down. I pull the fabric over my fingertip and that point, and so now I've got it turned, and my fabric's all folded under there. And now I carefully keep it all shaped. All of my seam allowances are folded in place, and I have a very, very nice sharply turned, you can see the shape of it right there, sharply turned point. So you use that, you can use this to support and fold against, or you can use this to hold those seam allowances folded in place, and you get a beautiful turned corner. We don't want to stretch it, so we've got a beautiful, beautiful corner there. There's the other side. And so that's what that's for. Now, you can also use this instead of your finger under your presser foot. You can sweep your fabrics out. It's got people sometimes will wonder what that is. That's to give you a nice little grip there. It's got a hole on the end so you can attach it to your tool case. You can put a little ribbon in it and put a carabiner if you want, or it's a really nice. You can also use this to press your seams. So when we're sewing and it's a tiny little seam, we don't really want to go to the ironing board for that particular tiny little seam, you can press it in place. So, and it's pink. So that's fun. Be like pink things in your sewing kit are easier to find some. That's my theory. So my favorite color is yellow, but our store color is pink, and so is your box. So you're gonna get some pink things, I guess, this year. So great. That's a surprise item. I didn't know about that item. So here we go. Very fun. Okay. So check your email. That goes out a little later this morning, so you'll have an email out from the team, and they will have maybe some little extra information about point turners. And the company from that one is Bohin. And Bohin is based in France. And you've probably seen an increase in Bohin products. And because they're from France, they get here a little easier. So you'll see Bohin products from in our store from time to time as well. Okay, where are we at? 7 minutes and 49 seconds. A little aim for 8 minutes when we do these videos. Hopefully I didn't speak too quickly today, because that was some feedback we had, and I just get excited. Right, I've got some new fabric in store. I got to get sorted out because it arrived, and there's a project with it, so I'm gonna go work on that. Hope you have a great day, everybody. I can't wait to see what tomorrow is, and I'll be doing videos over the weekend. I don't know what's in there. So, okay. Bye, everyone.